Okay. Yeah. Is that thing recording? Yep, it's recording. Okay. So yeah, it's recording. So good evening, everyone. It's me again. But this time I'm gonna be doing a coffee video. So pardon my cap. It's indoors, and I'm wearing a cap because of my hair. So my hair is really messy, and so I need to wear this cap. So pardon if I look a little douchey for having a cap indoors. So anyways, like I said, we're gonna do coffee. Something that I've been thinking about ever since I got this little thing, the AeroPress. So wonderful little device. And then I was thinking, because as I was brewing different kinds of beans and everything, I was thinking, it might be, what if we tried using Vietnamese coffee, but instead of using the Vietnamese coffee dripper, we're gonna use the AeroPress. So now why do we want to do that? I mean, Vietnamese coffee is a classic thing. You don't wanna rock the boat so much because time-tested traditions and everything. But with the world of coffee, it's all about experimentation and yeah. I mean, you do it because you can. And I was just, for me personally, it was curiosity because the box here says, why is AeroPress the better coffee press? Smoother, richer flavor without bitterness, and then 1/9 of the acidity of French press, etc., etc. So, if you know Vietnamese coffee, you know it to be very strong, very potent. First of all, because it's made from robusta beans, and robusta beans is it's very robust. It's very potent, stronger than Arabica in terms of caffeine and like the it just has it doesn't have the most distinct flavors unlike Arabica, but then it has that robusta flavor and then coupled with the fact that Vietnamese coffee, they like to really the robusta beans are very darkly roasted. So yeah, so we're gonna do that. We're gonna use Vietnamese coffee on the French press. So and I'm a firm believer that that Vietnamese coffee is not Vietnamese coffee if you don't use Vietnamese coffee. So this is real Vietnamese coffee from Ben Thanh Market, the main market in Saigon. So shout out to RM for getting this for me. He knows I love coffee, so he got this for me. It's been with me for a few months now. So yeah. So the thing with Vietnamese coffees is that the way they roast their robusta beans is it's a very unique process. I would think. There's a video which I'll put in the description box below of there's just how they do it. I mean, for us we know that roasting, and then there's light, medium, and all of those, full city and everything. French press, French roast, Italian roast, and all of that. So they do all of those, but they do it in a barrel, and then they put margarine and lots of different flavor and stuff like that. So it's a very unique process. That's why I say that it's not Vietnamese coffee if you're not using Vietnamese coffee. So even if you have this one, if you have the Vietnamese dripper and you're using like Arabica or Robusta, it's gonna be different. So anyways, yeah, let's just start this. So what we're gonna do is so what I want is that I'm gonna use the reverse AeroPress method. So because it's the first time I'm going to be doing this, because I want to get rid of the bitterness, the acidity, the grit, and all of those, but I still want to retain the strong Vietnamese coffee flavor. So that's why we're going to use the reverse AeroPress method, so that we could steep it for a bit, yeah, so that we just extract all the flavors in there. So let me just set this up. So we're just, you know, just like a traditional Vietnamese coffee dripper. That's like the amount that we're gonna use. So we don't need a lot. So I'm putting it between 1 and 2. So that's 1.5. I think that should be good. So, and then we've got this Vietnamese coffee. So we're gonna use not too much science in it. But first of all, so that we don't get too hassled later on, let's put in the filter for the AeroPress, so that we don't over steep the coffee. So yeah, just slot it in there. That's good. And then yeah, so get this coffee, and we just put in 2 teaspoons. Not so much science in it. I mean, I doubt Vietnamese really. The coffee that you buy in the street, I doubt they measure that. So let's just do away with all the scales and 8 grams, 10 grams, whatever. I mean, not really care. So just use 2 teaspoons. Yeah. First one is a heaping one. So second one is just a small amount. So yeah, there we go. That should be good. I'll just clip this so that we retain its freshness. The thing about the busta beans is that even after a few months, they're still good as new, so to speak. So yeah, so that should be good. So let's just tap that to even out the coffee grounds. And so I've got this pre-boiled water. I've been boiling it since I've been talking. So I've been talking a long time. So yeah, it's now gone off the boil. And so I found my you don't really need this. You could pour it straight. You could pour kettle straight on. But then I have the gooseneck, so let's just go ahead and use that. So we have it anyways. There you go, and yeah, so let's do this. So what we're gonna do first is, like with any Vietnamese style, you kind of have to infuse the beans first. You're gonna have to priming the beans, and in terms of, let's say, if we're cooking something, I'd say we're sautéing something. So here we're gonna sauté the beans. Just in coffee speak, I think it's called infusing. Just prime them up. Bring out the nice flavors and everything before you add in the water to complete the whole thing. So yeah, let's do that. So let's do the infusion. Just cover the beans as much as you can. So I'll try to video this. Well, no point anymore. So anyways, it's nice to see that when I did do the infusion, it was still bubbling. So even though I've had this for a few months, bubbling is always a good indicator that the beans are still oxidization in the beans, so that when hot water hits the beans, there's gases that are still present that cause the bubbles and stuff like that. So that's good. So there we go. I think this is good enough. Let's wait a few more seconds, or probably 10. Just to get that, and then after this, we're gonna let it steep for 3 minutes, just to get that bolder Vietnamese coffee taste. So because we're gonna use the AeroPress, so we're gonna take out all the impurities, so to speak. So yeah, let's wait for that. So that's good. So there we go. We're gonna fill it to the brim. So yeah, there we go. Nice. The aroma is aroma. That's why I tell you, you can't You can't do Vietnamese coffee if you're not using Vietnamese beans. So it's so different. I mean, the smell is just very aromatic and stuff like that. Very sweet. I mean, you kind of wanna, if it's a cake, you're gonna eat it whole. So yeah. So let's wait. I forgot the time, but then we'll wait for 3 minutes. So I've got my timer, aka cell phone. So I've been talking for 30 seconds. So let's put it at 2 minutes and 30 seconds just to wait. Let's put it at 220. Alright. Okay, let that steep. And then I have 2 glasses. Because I'm not really a fan of, the Vietnamese coffee straight. I always want to have condensed milk with your Vietnamese coffee, because I have a sweet tooth, and I don't know, I just can't stand Vietnamese coffee. I mean, I'm not that courageous. So yeah, so I've got 2 glasses. One, so this is where I'm gonna extract all my Vietnamese coffee, because I want to taste it. If it's, if the bitterness is lessened, if the acidity is lessened, and just how it tastes, and then I'm gonna transfer it to the condensed milk, to the glass with the condensed milk. So here we're gonna put probably a teaspoonful, because I don't want it too sweet. So yeah, I think that's good. Yeah, that's a good amount, I think. So you could always adjust it later on. So now it's just waiting game. We've got a minute left, and so yeah, I'm pretty excited about what's gonna happen, about what's the outcome, and I suggest that you try this as well. I mean, if you're using this and you've got this, then why not switch things up and just try to be creative with coffee. But I'm telling you, nothing beats this. This is one of the best invented things ever. So simple and everything. If you buy coffee or coffee grounds in Pentan Market, you just ask, can we have a dripper, and then they give it to you for free. But then if you buy here, it's crazy. It's like $6, $7. Sometimes it goes up to $10. I mean, for this thing, I don't know. I guess there's no one who could replicate this here, or they just don't see the economic viability of reproducing or mass producing that. But then I think every household should have that. It's time. So yeah. So we'll put in the cap for this. So here we go. Okay. Nice and tight. Okay, I put this close to the camera as I can, so that you're not gonna see it. You're just gonna see the end of the of the butt end of the AeroPress. So here goes nothing. So I never put any force. I allow just natural, just putting the weight of my hands and let the AeroPress do its work. I don't want to push things. I don't know. So let's see, and it's coming up as a very light drink. That is, I'm gonna. As you can see, it's light. It's light. So if you know Vietnamese coffee, it's when it drips down, it's dark as hell. So this is interesting. This is very interesting. Very interested in how this will taste like. So we shall see. We shall see. It's almost there. Almost there. Yeah. Okay. So give it a little push, just to make sure that it's really at the end. So yeah, I think that should do it. So okay, taste test. So it's just this amount. So Smell test. Smells burnt. Good burnt. Taste test. Here we go. Ooh, still bitter, but I like the taste. The taste is very, wow, it's nice. It's like butter infused with jackfruit and stuff. Wow, that's nice. So this is a good invention. I mean, wow, I could actually drink this straight and have an enjoyable drink by itself. I never thought this would be possible. I've never, I've never, this is, well, I'm mind blown because of this discovery. But since I already put this this condensed milk in the other glass, I better do that. But then, I'll have a sip just so that, just so that I enjoy it a little more by itself. Very interesting taste. It's smoother. It lacks the punch of the Vietnamese coffee taste, but it's there. It's like I bet if you use a V60 on Vietnamese coffee, that's how it will end up like. So yeah, it's very smooth and everything. So amazing. The bitterness was really toned down. So with the acidity and everything. So yeah, I rate this as a success. It's a good good video. I mean, yeah. So there we go, and we just mix it up. It's raining now, but it's still hot in this country. So I wanted ice, but then I checked the freezer. I put that ice in the morning. I mean in the afternoon, but then it didn't freeze for some reason. I mean, because there was a lot of meat in there. So I wanted ice Vietnamese coffee, but then Vietnamese coffee is Vietnamese coffee. So cheers. Hard to beat. Hard to beat. Cool. Alright. Hope you enjoyed that one. And stay tuned for more videos, whether it's coffee or random stuff. And see you next time. Oh yeah, sorry. One last thing. I forgot to name that. I'm calling that the VietPress. So Vietnamese coffee via French press. So I don't know if there's a patent for that name, but then that's what I'm calling it. So what you saw was the VietPress. Enjoy.